Huh. That is so odd. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Kayla, and this is Chaos Crafts here. I just wanted to come on and introduce myself and color this for a little bit and really just talk about why I am starting this coloring channel. Well, more like crafting, I think, is going to be the overall theme of the channel, but right now my ADHD has made me hyperfixate on coloring. So here we are. I have been coloring this for a few hours. I am a pretty slow colorer and I'm not perfect. I've really only been coloring since the start of the year. I think since my birthday in February. And I see so many amazing people on YouTube, colorists, professional, and hobbyists, but I feel like there's not a lot of people that are just like kind of mediocre. And I don't mean that in a really mean way, I just mean that in a realistic way because everything I see is just, that I can find is, people just are amazing with how they color, what they use. You know, they've been doing it for so long. And I thought here we could kind of embrace the suck and really just embrace the mediocre as well. And I wanted this to kind of be this is where we start and watch the evolution of where we go in this coloring journey type of thing, as well as, being relatable, because I know a lot of really big, complex coloring books can feel very daunting and very, yeah, daunting, especially when you see how people color, especially, like Kirby Rosanas. He's become one of my favorite coloring book artists in the last few months, and I've been obsessed with him. So I just graduated with my bachelor's degree, and I just got a bunch of new Kirby Rosanas books, so that is amazing. So yeah, I figured this is going to be the start of a journey. So my real name is Kayla. I am 31. I just had to, you know. I also just graduated with my bachelor's degree. I am trying to essentially figure out what comes next. And this year has been really stressful for me. It's been hard with schooling, and so being able to just sit down and color for a bit, it really, really does help. So, yeah, I hope that you guys really like it here. I am going to be creating a streaming schedule and a video schedule for videos to come out. I do right now work on the weekends, so that'll probably be when videos come out, will probably be on Sundays. And then I will also try to put out one video during the week and maybe also do a live stream during the week just so we can all get to know each other and whatnot. Um, the aim of my page is not really to make money. I kind of just want to create a group of people who find it comfortable to color here. Um, really, God, I hate the nets. Yeah, so I just want to, create a space that people can come color without, fearing that it's going to be a bit too much. Too complex with the techniques and with the coloring mediums that we use and whatnot. I do have quite a bit of coloring mediums that I will go to in a different video coming up. Yeah, so this is in Joanna Basford, Magical Worlds. This is my first big Joanna Basford coloring book. I do have the smaller one that she put out, the green one. The name is just, flitted out of my head right now because of course it has. And so far with this, I have used Castle Arts. I've also used some Prismacolor, not that much, as well as Faber-Castell Black Edition, and Derwent. Gosh, where's my Derwents? They're in my bedroom. Oh no, they're right here. And I've also used Derwent Chromaflows. I just got a 12-pack of these, and my god, I love these. I wish I would have realized how amazing these were whenever Joann started closing so I could go buy my body weight in these. But such is life, and of course all of the fine art scavengers got to all the Joann's fine arts supplies before I did, so yeah. Other than that, let's see. Where did my brown go? Okay, so for the trees so far, I have used the Derwent Chromaflow Brown. I have used the Castle Arts Harmonious Oak. I've also used the Castle Arts Cocoa, and not Mocha. And I feel like chocolate is one. My mom is currently yelling at my dog. If you can hear that in the background, I do have a microphone on, so I am hoping that it is working. Yeah, so trees. Let's see, what else can I say? I have worked in healthcare for the last, oh gosh, when did I graduate? 2012. So essentially I've been in healthcare since I was 17. I did the CNA program when I was in high school, and it is now 2025, almost a 2024, good lord. So yeah, it has been well over a decade. I have been a surgical tech for going on a decade now, just about. I am actually trying to leave healthcare just because of my health issues that I've been having. It's becoming less feasible of a job to be able to do. Yeah, so while I have been in a midlife crisis, since I was essentially 18, I've never really known what I wanted to do with my life. So yeah, I love art. I have been an artist my entire life. I'm not a professional artist by any means, but I have drawn, colored, created. I have learned how to use watercolors, gouache. I have done mosaics. I really want to learn how to do stained glass and how to spin pottery. So yeah, I get bored, so I tend to do a lot of things. I also cross stitch, embroider, sew, crochet. I also, my small one isn't, I don't know where my electric eraser has run off to. It has run off somewhere. Rude. I haven't seen it in about a week. I guess I'll probably find it here in a month or so, whenever the fairies decide to give it back. Oh my gosh, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, crafts. So I do tend to do quite a bit of stuff. I do tend to get bored with what I do. I also do some paper crafting, so there's quite a bit. If there's something that you've been wanting to learn, and just let me know, and if it's something that I know how to do, then I can make some videos about it, so that you guys can also learn how to have a very expensive ADHD craft addiction. You know, I need a pencil sharpener. Oh gosh. So I just reorganized everything in my office space. So if you can bear with me, please. It is a work in progress. I have been creating this crafting area in my garage for months and it's still not perfect. So, yeah, I do tend to organize everything quite a bit. And if I don't like the way that something is set up, then I will change it and change it and change it. So, yeah, I tend to be lost with my supplies quite a bit. So, but that, that's a me thing. I also, I personally do not like watching coloring videos that have music, that have like really loud, like jazz or EDM music in it, just music in general. So I am not posting those. I've also seen around that people would like more videos where it's just either talking or silence while coloring, and I agree. I would rather a video be quiet for 2 to 3 hours and I can listen to an audiobook rather than having to go out of my way to mute a video, because if there's music on and you start talking, then I'm gonna miss every thing that you're talking about, and it's usually going to have to do with what color you're using, what pencils you're using, what technique you're doing. So I would rather just be able to you would be able to keep your volume on and perhaps put like a audiobook or music or TV show on in the background for you to listen to, and then you can tune in every so often. And Yeah, so that's pretty much where I am at. I also do have a really bad tendency to not complete my coloring pages, so I'm hoping that having this channel will enable me to, stay with one page and concentrate on it and finish it. So I do think I will be doing themed videos and stream days. I have an entire folder of coloring pages that I have ripped out of books because I am a coloring book murderer. It's okay, I know a lot of you guys do not do that, but I do, depending on the coloring book. So all of those are pretty much unfinished. So I do think that I will be going through and having days where I work on like where my ADHD is just out of control and I do nothing but swap from picture to picture working on them, as well as, just existing. Yeah. I was actually about to say something, but I do not remember what I was going to say. So, yay. Glamorous is the life of the ADHD person whose mind runs a little bit too wild. So also what I was going to address, so whoever sees these videos, if you think you might want to watch these videos, follow me, that would be amazing. So could you tell me, I guess, one during that was a car. We are currently under a tornado warning or tornado watch, whichever, right now. So if I hear a weird noise, I might just become silent and drop my sentence. So, like I was saying, if there is a day that you think would be best for live streaming, like a day and a time during the weekdays, let me know. And I will try to work with you guys. I pretty much am free during the weekdays unless I pick up like hours for work, which I haven't been doing lately, and I don't know how much I will start doing now that school is out. So as of right now, I'm pretty much wide open. I could literally do like 10-hour streams every day. Not that I'm going to, because that would probably, everyone would get sick of me. And yeah, vice versa, I would get sick of YouTube. So yeah, but other than that, like, and if you have ideas for coloring videos, let me know. If there's something specific you want to see, let me know. I do tend to stick to really dark colors when I color. I'm very much not a pastel colorist. I have nothing against pastel people. It's just not really my interest. I like really deep, like jewel tone colors, a lot of like just beautiful greens, deep blues. I do lean more on the gothic side of coloring as well. I really love, a good more of a gothic style coloring book. I do have like one of the bold and easy ones. That's actually how I got back into coloring after so long, but it just wasn't really enough for me, and I don't really draw that much anymore, so it's not like I am using the rudimentary drawings to, add in my own stuff and make them more complex. So I just don't really do those anymore, and I like really full, complex pages. So yeah, you will see me do more dark um, pages and more dark like material, which is primarily who I am. But if you want to see me, do a very gory gothic page in pastels or a limited, color, oh my gosh, I can't even think of the word. But, let me know. I tend to not limit my colors, and I tend to just give myself my full spectrum of pencils constantly. Just because I don't like feeling limited, and I do have quite a bit. I try to really interchange all my pencils out as much as I can, so I don't use too many of one over another. Just, I like to try to keep as much length as I can, because I really cannot be buying any more pencils or anything like that. I went a little overboard lately with spending, and there's a couple big things that I'm trying to save up for right now. So unless I can, miraculously get some PR from, anyone, I would love to test things out. I am pretty much stuck with the supplies that I have, which is not a bad thing, because I am trying to debulk, decapitalize myself, but I do have an issue with that, as the average American tends to do. So I do have quite a bit of coloring supplies and mediums, so I will be going through those later. So yeah, yep. If you have any questions about me, about who I am, let me know. A lot is not off limits. I'm pretty much an open book. Just let me know. I try not to get all riled up with my beliefs and whatnot. So if you want me to get riled up, I totally can. Some days I will probably use this as a place to rant about things like, excess consumerism in this post capitalistic hellscape that we are in a failing economy, blah, 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 blah. I do have a very intense passion for politics. That is what I did my bachelor's capstone paper on this past semester. So I've just been decompressing from living my life in American politics for the last 6 months, because honestly, it's been super depressing, and it caused me to spiral quite a bit. So trying not to, I need a break from American politics. Also, I am so sorry. The green that I just used is bay leaf. It is from the Castle Arts Harmonious set. I'm just gonna go in. I usually do like a rough color on the entire thing, then I'll go in and really clean it up. Which I don't know what I will be doing on camera and off camera. So yeah, what is this? This is cocoa. I don't know what I was using that for. If I was using that for the other tree, stop. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see how we have been on here for 20 minutes. Dinner should be here soon. The boyfriend went to go grab Mexican. Super excited for that. And other than that, yeah, I will be bringing a couple more videos over the next few days pretty rapidly, just to kind of get you all acclimated to me and who I am and what I do and how I like to color and what I like to color. So yeah, I really hope that you guys will join me on this journey. I will also be creating an Instagram just for all my coloring stuff, so I will be putting out other socials here shortly. Just bear with me. If there's anything that you want me to do or add, any kind of social media you want me to get on, just let me know. I did get off of TikTok though whenever the ban went through, and I haven't got back on it. It's not very healthy for me or my like mental health. So I am staying off of that. I can do short form content, but right now short form content is not going to be on TikTok. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing night, and wherever you are at in the US, I hope you stay safe with all of these storms. I know out here in Appalachia, we're starting to get tornadoes, which is very odd. So, just stay safe, and I will see you guys later. Thank you.